Greetings. Hello, welcome to the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel, Facebook group, and we are live here on Instagram. My name is Courtney Rollins. I am the host of the Life and Transitions Experts, LITE, Let Your Light Shine channel, as well as the operator and owner of Estate Pro Service LLC, which is designed to help you make the probate and estate planning process easier while solving problems and creating income and wealth primarily through real estate. And this is a series, all this content is geared towards helping folks figure out solutions to their challenges and their problems. Now, I'm not attorney or giving any legal or financial advice. I do want to provide that caveat, but I am sharing my experience, and it has helped many people. And in fact, today we're going to highlight one of those case studies that has helped. I've gotten great feedback on some of the ones I've done in the past, and I'm going to start doing this where I just delve into some of the past situations that I've dealt with. And today we're going to talk about how I was able to help someone who had who inherited a property from their mother, and unfortunately the property was being overrun, taken over by well, squatters. Well, technically, they're not squatters because they were trespassing. They didn't have any squatter rights and things of that nature, and that's part of what we'll get into. But let's talk about it, okay? So, someone sees the videos that we produce and put out, reached out to me and says that, hey, dealing with this state that needs to be open hasn't been open yet, and actually, it was the person who has power of attorney, the person who was the caregiver for the person who died, she also had power of attorney over her son. Her son, who inherited the house by the will that was established by the woman who passed away, um, found himself in a lot of tough situations where he's been in and out of jail, was trying to get his life back together from drug abuse and drug addiction, and he reached out to her to help, and she reached out to me after seeing some of the videos and stuff we put online. And so when she reached out and looked over the situation, the most important thing for them was to be able to sell the house so that they can unlock some of the money that comes from there, pay off some of the bills in the estate, as well as get this house back up in good standing. Because after the mother passed away, quickly it was taken over by people who were doing all types of drugs and things of that nature. So bad that when I went in there, um, we had to make sure that we had some really tough gloves on and thick soles so that we wouldn't be impacted or affected by any residue or drugs, anything that may be left over. And so because of my work in the probate space, I was able to understand how and what this actual case needed to get it to the space where it could close. She was receiving actually offers on the property. This is what I was told afterwards, and some of those offers um, didn't come were strong, but they were the caveat that hey, you have to take this through the probate process yourself first. But because I understand the process and have so many great connections with some great estate attorneys, I was able to take a look at it and see what needed to be done and get it to the point where it needed to was ready to be sold. Now, the challenge was that again there were people in there, and so what did we have to do? We had to actually put up no trespassing signs. We had to let everyone know, hey, this prize is being sold. You really are trespassing. You don't have the right to be here. There's no lease. There's no even you haven't established residency. I was found out that in North Carolina, it takes many years for someone to squat and be in a space and can establish that they have residency. So that was interesting to know. So we made sure that it stayed in the criminal. Should be getting a call here, not the civil side of having to go through an eviction. And so we let them know. I even tried to pay cash for keys, quote unquote. I said, hey, if you guys are out by this time, we'll give you this amount of money. I think it was $500 or $1,000, and we have to make sure you're out. The day that they're supposed to come out, leave, they're still there. So unfortunately, we did have to get the court involved, or we had to get um, the authorities involved. And as soon as they heard or came through and we told them the situation, they knew there wasn't an established lease. They don't have the years that they need to have established to actually say that they're living in the property, and so they treated it as a trespassing. I'm just going to show a video of the property, and they let them know, hey, you're trespassing, you got to go. And so give them a chance to leave, head out. Day later, we go back in there. There were some people who will call the police again. There were people in there, different set of people, just random folks. And again, the police had to let them know you're trespassing. Unfortunately, some of those folks were being a little belligerent and resistant, and so it calls for the law enforcement to escalate what they had to do, and they actually started searching folks, and they found drugs, they found paraphernalia, tons of stuff, and some of those folks actually were arrested on that at that spot. Um, it's unfortunate, but hopefully this is something that's happened in their lives that can help them get to where they need to be. And so the good thing about it is that once we were able to get that cleared out, I I put a contract for the property. I was able to connect with my network of investors, and I was able to find a buyer for it. And now we have a cleared out space, an investor who's able to put money into the property, into this older neighborhood in Durham that's coming back up, and this is going to be part of that building that neighborhood back up. So it's awesome. And the caregiver, who was such a sweetheart, was able to know that she did the right thing. The son was able to know he did the right thing for the legacy of his mom, and those folks who unfortunately had to go, hopefully are in a place where they're like, hey, they're going to get the support, help, or get the um, consequences that they need to hopefully make some better judgments and choices in their life. And so these are some of the things that we do. We try to solve some of those challenging, tough, sticky issues. And if you need any support at any time, coming up with some solutions, whether it's you attempting to keep the property, secure it, avoid probate, perhaps you do want a quick sell with speed and convenience, feel free to reach out. Or perhaps you even want to list it. Whatever your needs are, we sit down and really listen to you, heart, head, hands-on approach, get this thing done. All right. So feel free to reach out, Courtney at estateproservice.com or estateproservice.com, or you can call me at 443-990-1687. This is Courtney Rollins with Estate Pro Service. Well, actually with the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel. That's LITE. Let your light shine. Cheers.